Man, that's terrifying. Well, before I begin this lesson, I'd like to give all honors and glory and infinite praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kabadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who do who well, who taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect which is scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. I'd like to say peace and blessings unto you all, including the Israelite foreigners that is scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. Shalom, peace and blessings unto you all as well. I'm here to actually give a quick, brief lesson, an edifying lesson about the times we're coming into. The times of Jacob's trouble and the great tribulation, the end times and the dystopian society, which is coming rapidly closer and closer as we're approaching the end of 2020, going into 2030. We're getting ready to see a lot of changes on the planet Earth, brothers. You few sincere sisters that truly believe in His word, that truly believe in the prophecies of the Bible. You know, I'm going to get a few precepts. I'm not going to make this too long. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying, but I'm going to make it go straight to the point. Because these are the times that we're coming into. And a lot of our loved ones and people that we used to once know in the world, they're going to fall victim to these judgments. You know? So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39. Hold on. My phone is acting up right now. Hold on, brothers. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 39. No, chapter 39. So this is the book of Sirach, otherwise known as the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39. I'm going to start at verse 20. Verse 18. At His commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth Him, and none can hinder when He will save. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 16, my bad. So verse 16. All the works of the Lord Yahweh shall are exceeding good, and whatsoever He commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. See, and that's what Yahweh Shai is able to do. He's able to accomplish all His orders and all His judgments the way how He wants to, through the spirit and power of Him commanding the angels on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, to perform judgments on the face of the planet Earth. So say if you do evil, you commit an evil, wicked, sinful act, you will be judged by a death angel on the left-hand side of, pretty much the left-hand side represents the evil, dark wickedness of the planet Earth, of the heavens. And the right-hand side represents the righteousness of the spiritual realm. So the left-hand side deals with the demonic evil side, the darkness of how people get judged for the wicked evil being, their wicked evil doings of being on this planet Earth. The right-hand side of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, deals with righteousness and all sincerity and being truthful about your actions. So everything that the Heavenly Father commanded to actually come upon the planet Earth starts within the spiritual realm first. And then it reflects upon the planet Earth later on. So this is verse 17. And none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For at time convenient they shall all be sought out. At His commandment the waters stood as a heap, and at the words of His mouth the receptacles of waters. Verse 18. At His commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth Him, and none can hinder when He will save. The works of all flesh are before Him, and nothing can be hid from His eyes. See that? So everything that we do on this side, either whether it's good, bad, evil, heroic, righteous, or wicked, everything will be presented to the Heavenly Father. Even all the secrets and all the secret deeds that we have committed on this side will be revealed and will be coming out from the shadows into the light in the last days. So there you go. So everything you do will come out in the forefront. Either it's going to be as a testimony for you, or it's going to be a testimony against you. That's why, brothers, we got to be making sure that we keep our image, and we got to make sure that we keep the ministry blameless at all times, man. We don't want to be out here committing sinful acts and doing things that we shouldn't be doing at all. We gotta walk and think and talk in all righteousness, not being self-righteous, but we have to be righteous with a well-due balance. And we have to live our lives accordingly to the scriptures. We cannot be of the ways and living vicariously through the ways of this worldly society. Verse 20, he seeth from everlasting to everlasting, and there is nothing wonderful before him. See that Yahweh Elohim, the Heavenly Father, the all-powerful, almighty being, the ultimate creator of all things, the ultimate Judite, the Father of all things on this planet Earth, of all things that exist. Nothing on this planet Earth can hide before his own spiritual eyesight. He sees everything, man. The Heavenly Father sees everything. He hears every conversation, everything on the planet Earth. The Heavenly Father knows it all. Verse 21, a man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he have made all things for their uses. See, there you go. Verse 21 represents in the book of Ecclesiasticus, what better known as the book of Sirach, chapter 39. Verse 21 easily depicts and shows you that everything on the planet Earth serves its purpose through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, whether it's on the left-hand side of wicked and evil, whether it's on the right-hand side of righteousness and good, for the greater good of humanity or for the greater evil of humanity. All things are in balance within the way how Yahweh Shema Shah sees fit for the whole entire planet Earth to get judged. And in this truth, we all had to go through our ups and downs and our mishaps and everything that we had to put up with just to come into this truth, just to have that strength and that spiritual energy, to have that discernment to know what's good from evil, what's evil from within the side of the dark humanity within human nature. So we had to experience all these things, and now we have the full understanding of the scriptures coming to us on a higher level. Now we're more better off knowing how to move more properly. So now we know not to actually offend the Heavenly Father. You know, we know that all these things on this planet Earth is used for his right purposes. The judgment of the Heavenly Father, the judgment and the scourges and the amendments, everything that's being committed right now all serves a purpose for the Heavenly Father performing his righteous, due diligent acts of judgment upon the face of the planet Earth in the times of Jacob's trouble. So this is verse 22. His blessing covered the dry land as a river and watered it as a flood. As he hath turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath. See, the heathen nations that enslaved and destroyed the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans of our people, the true chosen Israelites of the Bible, the heathen nations are going to suffer and be destroyed in these last days as well too, alongside with the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Verse 24, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are the stumbling blocks unto the wicked. See, there you go. See, we understand the ways of the Heavenly Father's commandments and his righteous acts because we study things on a spiritual level, on the right-hand side. We look at things for the greater good, for the heavenly, hopefully, for the hopeful elect, on the heavenly righteous mind frame of thinking. We not thinking like these worldly people. The 2/3 of our people, this is a stumbling block onto them. They cannot understand the knowledge of the full grasp of the Bible. You know, it's not meant for them to understand it. It's a smear iron seal upon their minds. They can't understand the knowledge of the Bible. Only a few of our people, only the few of us, of our people from all the 12 tribes will actually have that full understanding of it in these last days. And that's talking about the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3. Verse 25, for the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. See, there you go. Verse 26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and soul, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners that are there, that Salaki, so to the sinners, they are turned into evil. And this is the main point of the video I was about to get at. Here we go. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And who's the him? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Elohim, through his son Bahashim, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. There you go. The spirit of vengeance. And the spirit of vengeance can come in any shape, form, or fashion. It can come through the wrath of animals, the wrath of psychotic psychopaths, the wrath of people that you may know, that you may love and care about, that might turn on you in the last days. The wrath of the Heavenly Father and his spirit of vengeance could come upon anybody that you least expect, or things that you least expect to come into your life that can actually potentially harm and take your life off this planet Earth. That's why we need to fear the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shema Shah. And that's what you saw in that video. You saw a whole group of mountain lions surrounding an entire family's home in Colorado. And as you can see in the camera footage, the woman or the person that was inside the household, they were scared. See that? The Heavenly Father, he can visit you whenever he wants to, man. And all this stuff is all justified by the mind frame, by the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. He sees fit who deserves to get judged and who doesn't get judged on that particular day or time. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It's verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Last but not least, I'm going to end it off right here, verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And there you have it, brothers. All these things will be used in these last days to judge the wicked of our people and to judge the wicked of the earth, which is Esau, Edom. These different newly created creatures, these wild beasts, these animals, they will be out here on the prowl in the last days that are coming into it. And they begin to target all those who decided to come against this truth. So with that, I'd like to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well taught us the truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect who truly believe in the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And yeah, you know, we getting ready to come into some serious, dangerous times, brothers. And we got to have our mindset focused on thinking about heavenly things. We can't be thinking about foolishness at all in these times, man. We got to be circumspect. We got to be on point, and we got to be due diligent and vigilant about how we move, man. We cannot afford to be losing and wasting time on things that don't even matter. We got to be on fire for this truth until the end. I'm going to come back with another lesson, Lord willing. I'll be able to make another lesson to end off this night. And like I always say, for the few, for the Akim and the few sincere Aqua, for the brothers and the few sincere sisters, I like to say, oh, Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying and straight to the point. And may you all be richly blessed and protected by the Heavenly Father Yahweh and through His Son Yahweh Shah. May you all be covered by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah as the hopeful elect. May we all be safe. May all of us be protected in these last days, man. Because we going to need it. We need that spiritual protection in these last days. So with that, I'd like to say, Shalom.